Hey Loud. So I'm just gonna quickly show you what I got because I go through gameservers.com. That's who I bought my servers from. So yours may be a bit different, but I think it's all gonna be about kind of the same setup. Maybe look different kind of thing, right? So I'll just run you through quick what I have. Right now I have Procon up, but I'll get back to that. So I have a shortcut for my game servers. So this is my server. This is BF4 server. And these are the two layers. So there's the server, 32 player Battlefield 4. And on top of it is one Procon server. That's the Procon layer that helps run BF4. So with my header here, I have home, billing, so I can view my statements. So there's all the donations we've gotten since inception, kind of thing. And the server renews itself every 6 months for me. So it just renewed. And you can see the PDF version of the invoices. I won't do that. I have a tab here for clan pay setup, so I can basically just copy paste these links and to a website for clan pay, and that's what you see on narfserver.com. If you go to that, you'll see that the clan pay. There's forms I can print off for credit card authorization forms, stuff like that. Can manage auto pay tab, which I've never really looked at. And then on the further, there's just server information. I can edit my information. There's a support button, and they've been really good to me. Those are all my tickets I've put in for support, and they get back to me right away usually. And then the last tab, I can order more services. So I can order more games. There's a list of games I can order. So if we wanted, as a group, like NARF wanted, I don't know what these here, Space Engineers, I could add that to our server, and we could play that as NARF. So any of those. The website, and Procon. So from here, I buy the Procon, enable it, and modify my services here. So that's the game server page. I'm the only one that sees this. So when you have get the Procon layer going, you create a shortcut on your desktop, and that's my shortcut. So I open it up. Yeah, well, I'll close it. So I click on Procon, and this is right now. I have to connect my Procon. I have to open it. So connect. There, it's running now. I'll click on it. So here's my interface for basically running things as the main admin. So right now with this blank screen, if we had players on the server, I'd have 2 rows, 2 teams of players. All the chat, any chat that's going on would be in this tab. Any events that are going on in the server, main events, like connection issues, connections, disconnections. And then I have a list tab. So your ban page, and mine has been cleared for some reason, but I usually have at least a dozen banned people on here. And then I have a map list. So this is where you want to pay close attention to, Loud, is you have all the maps and all the modes here. So there's Rush, there's Capture the Flag, there's Conquest, there's Domination, there's Diffuse, there's Oblit, there's Rush again, with all different maps, right? Assault Carrier, Conquest, Diffuse, with all the different maps on the right. So with that master list, you create your own custom list. So I've gone through the master list and I've chosen all Oblit maps. And I can, I can remove them or add them. I can add how many times we play that map. So if I wanted to add Oblit lockers and 3 rounds of it, I just add it to my list. If I want to remove a map, I just hit this arrow and it takes it off my list and puts it back on the master list. So you have some great mods you can do there. And you can go up, I don't even know how far. You can do 15 rounds of one map if you want to, and you can customize them all. So that's the number of rounds I have set for each map. And I could customize that 1 round, 2 rounds, 6 rounds on any map I want. So anyways, I'll move on. So that's your master list, and then that's your actual playlist. And you can customize that on the fly, on the go. I do it all the time. So if we're in lockers, and you in chat, I see you want to play Dawnbreaker next. I double click on Dawnbreaker, and then that map loads automatically. I have reserve slots and spectator slots. Now this is another tab I use all the time, is server settings, and then there's a drop down here, so I can go to configuration. So this is where you have control of idle kick. So if someone goes for a smoke or has to go to the bathroom, with 300, when they return, they're going to be off the server. So I usually increase this to like at least 600, 500 or 600. For me, I smoke, so I'll put it on like 800 or 900 and I hit apply. And that's good. I don't even know what that is, like 7-8 minutes before I'll get kicked off the thing, and 300 is like 2 minutes. Or you can disable it altogether, disable idle kick. So the other things are gameplay. So here I have full control of friendly fire, mini map, the HUD, unlocks based on stats, common, none, vehicle spawn delay, I can control that to whatever I want, hit indicators, 3D spotting, mini map spotting, team balance is on, bullet damage, round player count start, soldier health. So you can modify what you're playing. Each player starts as is with health. You can go down, each player starts with 25% health if you want. That would suck, but I mean you could really customize things here and increase it. Here is a drop down for normal, classic, hardcore, infantry only, which will take away vehicles from your map, or custom. So if you customize things here, this is going to say custom. You can adjust your play time on each map. Default is 600 for what I have, and you can increase that. So add an extra 10 minutes to each round. Oh, it's this one, sorry. And for like Conquest, if you're doing ticket bleed rates, you can adjust that as well there too. And then the next tab, I have console. So basically events, again, it's logging events and what's happening. And then this is the other big thing you want to pay attention to, your parent layer control. So this is where we get into your plugins, and this is important. So I think mine already came pre-installed with the top 3, basic in-game info, and then some information with that. That's not a big one. In-game admin is a big one. This is where you have your commands. So you can kick, move, force move, nuke, kill, temporary ban, yell, restart, go next level, end the round, and so on. So that's running, because I have it checked off there, it's running. You can see the 2 middle ones there I don't use. And spam bot. So this is where in-game you see in the chat a continuous message coming down. So my continuous messages are follow the bomb, campers not allowed, add us to your favorites, and visit narfserver.com for donations. And I can change that on the fly, which I even did last night when we were playing bows only, knives only. I threw in here a little message to everybody, no guns. And the timing intervals between messages, because we were playing that last night, I decreased it to 20. So it kept coming up in the chat. No guns, no guns, no guns. And usually I think it's at 80 or 160, I think is normal. Okay, I'll hurry up here. I know I'm taking a long time. This is your next big plugin you want, is Procon rules. And this is where things get complicated. I'd have to probably make another video on this for you. But these are all your codes. Here's the one I give you an example of in the email. So on join, any players that join the server, you will see. So on join, in chat, say, Loud Anger has joined the server. Any player that leaves the server anytime, you'll see in chat say, Spin Out has left the server. And then basically these are all just different codes. On spawn, these say different things. And you can put some funny ones in there. And you can ignore admins. So like on the humiliation ones where, like, come on, spin out, you've died 10 times, open your eyes. I'm ignored, and any of the admins don't get humiliated. So it's that's a good one to have. So yeah, and you can add any code you want. There's lots of code. I'll give you a link for that. Next is the balancer. I use True Balancer. And it gives you the details, a general outline of what you have set up and different modes. So you can go through the balancer and set up for whatever modes you're running. You can set what you want for balancing. So I'll go down to oblit, player number balancer, obliteration, player threshold 26, allow player difference threshold. I'll only allow 1 player difference on the team. So if we're playing 5 on one side, 6 on the other, it'll allow for that. Now if it goes to 4 to 6, it'll move 1 person because the threshold's at 1. And then there's a scrambler down below for oblit. So enable scrambler, yes. So you can just go through, you'll learn some of that yourself. I can't go through every little setting with you, but That's generally what it looks like with your Procon open. So when people are playing, and I play nightly, I use this a lot. Especially the lists. I'll go to lists, map list, and when I see the scoreboard come up, that's when I'll change the map to what I want. No other admins can do this. I can go in to this master map list and modify my maps if I want, or if we're on Zavoid, I can go down to Gulf of Oman and play Gulf of Oman next. My admins can only go next level, which would change from Zavoid to Shanghai right away. They can keep doing that. They can go next level to Locker, next level to Resort, next level to Flood, and so on. But only I, as the owner, can go Zavoid and then jump 10 if I want to Wavebreaker right away. So that kind of covers, and I leave Procon running in the bottom. It's running right now, so I just click on it in game and I'll go to my settings. Boom, right there. So that's kind of what I have. My game servers website tab. Again, there it's up. Your donations balance, or your balance is there. And anything else you need, email me, I guess. All right, man. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.